Good evening, everybody, and welcome to session 2 of Blade Runner. We have Sharon, Naomi, Michael, and Adam joining back to see what comes up next in this mystery, where there is a high-stakes politician apparently offing his wife, but it gets worse or better, depending on how you look at it. Because it may be the case that the politician is not really himself. He may be a replicant. So our team of 4 investigators has been dispatched to clarify the circumstances. But as you have come closer to the politician and its mysteries, you have found a murder scene, and quite graphic too, that involves the wife of Harrington Vasquez, which is the person of interest. And the conclusion of the first session was you trying to mop up the scene with minimum amounts of noise and being successful to an extent. And here we are. So session 2. So all of you finish your first shift, get discharged, go home for a bit of R&R, and the night passes by. One of you gets rudely awakened by the sound of your phone. Just Marcus, is your phone just going off like crazy?
I'm sort of half asleep, and I sort of groggily wake up. My hand kind of reaches out for this device and switches it on. Hello?
Officer Ma. Good morning, top of the morning to you. I hope you had a restful evening. It's your boss.
Hi, boss. What's up?
Well, what's up is that you made quite an impression on the scream sheets last night. Have you seen the papers yet?
I'm afraid I haven't. I've been busy.
Probably you should, but don't let me hold you up. Please turn on the TV. After all, you are the face of the department in this investigation.
Okay, so I turn on the screen and switch it to, what is it, Kill Magazine?
Well, Kill Magazine is actually it's printed media. Is what you call a scream sheet. So it's like a tablet that you synchronize, and you pay a fee, and it uploads new content in it. So that's Kill. But they also have Kill News, and it's the reporter, the kid reporter from last night that was outside with the vid camera. In other news, we have from primary sources, and there is a picture of Marcus smiling politely and handing over his business card to the reporter. There's a still of that. The officer Marcus Ma from the Rep Kill division was on site last night alongside several other officers, and the camera pans out and shows a couple of you that are kind of hiding behind a vehicle or not showing much of yourselves. It is suspected that there is some sort of cover-up in the case of the Vasquez murder. Senator Vasquez remains unaccounted for, and from what we know, he could be the perpetrator, as it has been confirmed that there has been no access or egress of the property. We thank Officer Ma for his generous information. Click. Generous information, isn't it, Marcus?
Yeah, that's right, boss. What did you think of the angle they had on me? Do you think maybe I look better at this angle instead? I can try that for next time.
I think you should cut the crap. Tell me how they got told there had been nobody coming in or out of the property. Did you really give them anything?
Boss, I gave them nothing. In fact,
How do they know? Who are they talking to?
well, I don't know. They got their sources. All I can say is that I was trying to pump them for information, but they
Well,
went about their sources, about who they were talking to, but they
well,
weren't cooperative.
I like the way you think, Marcus, because as you said, clearly they have a source or sources. So you are going to go and find out what do they know under the act of investigation due to replicant activity on Earth. I don't care how you dress it, but get it done.
It will be done. Don't worry, boss.
I hope that I don't get to see you again in the 7 p.m. news.
Well, I've always wanted to be a celebrity, but I might take a break from my
Let me
immediate.
rephrase it, Marcus. If I see you on the 7 p.m. news, you will have to look for a new job.
Got it.
Somebody that is so visible is not good for going undercover and taking high stakes operations.
Understood. I'll get that done, and I'll get my CV ready just in case.
Get your partner up. She should be able to help you with something. I don't know what, but something.
Yep, sure. Yeah, Pip was helpful. I know that she's a replicant, isn't she? That's a rumor around the station.
Whoa, replicants. I wouldn't know anything about that.
Okay. Well, anyway, replicant or not, she has been helpful, and I'll work
Well,
with her again.
if you are so curious, why don't you ask her?
I will. I'll put that on my to-do list.
Sure. I'm pretty sure it will go swimmingly.
Next time I'll check in, you'll have good news. And it won't be on the 7 p.m. news.
I really hope so. Click.
I kind of sigh and go to pour out a drink.
Yep. Are you gonna call Pip?
Yeah, I'll dial up Pip on the put her on screen.
Pip, your phone starts going on.
What?
Pip, it's your new partner, Marcus. How are you going?
Awake now?
How are you going with that? You still recovering from that explosion?
Wouldn't I be asking you that?
Yeah, I was surprised. Holden just called me and never asked me about it. Didn't ask whether I was okay, whether I was healthy. My jacket's still smoking, from the flames.
James Holden is really concerned about your well-being. Yes.
It's just on the inside,
Yes.
Yeah,
He's like a marshmallow. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, he's not one for visiting people in the hospital
Actually, that's not correct. He went and visited you.
to yell.
It still counts.
Anyway, Pip, orders from Holden to check out this journalist sources, see what they know. Did you see the news recently?
You didn't talk to her, did you?
I did talk to her, but I said nothing.
No, you. Oh, rookie mistake.
No, I've been around these woods for a while, so I'll be fine. I'll be fine. But yeah, we need to get onto this journalist and find out their sources. So let's go together.
Sure, give me 20.
Thanks, Pip.
In the meantime, Catherine and Jax.
Are sleeping soundly in their respective beds.
Having a fantastic sleep.
Yeah. Jax, your phone starts going off.
Oh my God. My first.
Your AI goes and picks up the call, and you're not fully asleep because the noise is still a bit, but you hear her having actually a conversation with somebody on the other end of the line.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep. Very well. I'll let him know. Have a good day.
That's all I heard.
Yep.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Oh, Jax, you still have 2 more hours of your sleep cycle for full recovery.
Was it important
Perhaps.
for work?
No, it wasn't work, but it was somebody who claims that it has to do with your work.
So it was work.
No, it was not from a recognized, accredited source.
Oh, give me a moment. Trying to get himself out of bed. Makes the equivalent of a coffee.
Yep. Sorry, Kath.
Yeah. Looking at his giant window at the neon lit street. Give me the good stuff first.
I'm not sure what you mean. This is not good or bad. It's just simply somebody trying to get hold of you outside of business hours.
Who was it?
He did not identify himself properly, but he said if you were interested in what had happened to Harrington Vasquez, probably you should look into this key incident.
Did he tell you what the key incident was?
No, not key, ski, as in sliding down snowy surfaces.
A ski accident. I don't know anything about a ski accident. What can you find out?
Nothing really. There is nothing listed that indicates that he has ever been involved in such an incident.
I'm confused. Any other information? Anything else? Did leave a number to call back?
No, it was a call from a public phone.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Gotta give Catherine a call. She's gonna love this. Rookie calling her. Still got a few hours left to go on her sleep.
Oh, hell no.
Yep. You wake up, Catherine, with the ringing on the phone.
Groans and looks at the ceiling and smacks her hand over towards where her phone was last seen. Who is it?
Jax.
Why is it?
Yeah. I got woke up too. Look, I don't know what to do with this information, so I thought I'd get someone a bit more experienced. Got a anonymous call, my AI picked it up, and she mentioned that if I want some information on Harrington to investigate a ski accident.
What ski accident? There was no ski accident.
Exactly. Is this just a scam call? Just ignore it, go about a day, or how'd they get my number?
Yeah, no. No, don't. We have to follow every lead. There might be something in the records we just haven't seen, but we're gonna need to cross this off or verify it one way or another. Goody. I'll come and pick you up, I guess.
All right, see you soon.
10 minutes.
Okay.
So, Catherine, you incorporate yourself in bed and you find that your husband is gone. And there is a note that says, I'm not coming back for dinner.
She just looks at the note and sighs. Thankfully, she's got several single-person meals in the fridge. Okay. That means I can focus on my work today and not have to worry about feeding my lovely husband. So yes, I'll get up, get changed, jump in the spinner, and go pick up Jax.
Very well. So each one of you is rolling to a different location. So each team, give me a die roll to see which one of you goes first.
What sort of die?
1d10.
Done.
So let's say we're going to go first with Jax and Catherine.
Okay.
So where are you going to go to find about this alleged ski accident?
Well, the only one with the best information would be the wife, and she's dead. The kids, too traumatized to speak to. Thank you, Pip.
And you cannot talk to them without an adult present.
Correct. So I am going to go. Does he have a PA or something like that?
Nothing, not that you know of.
Okay. Hospital. If he's had a ski accident, there's probably injuries. First port of call would be the trauma hospital, probably one of the better ones in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And they would all have a medical net, so you'd think,
Which is the sort of thing that you can access through the Esper network.
well, we can go to the headquarters and go to the ESPA network.
That's why it exists.
Oh, if only that was real.
As if the government didn't have the fingers poking into every little system. No, that would never happen. It's such a figment of imagination. Of course it is. Anyway.
All right, so it looks like headquarters. And I'm going to stop by a really good coffee shop for both Jacks, myself.
And we seriously need to butter Coco up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like good quality, proper, real caffeine.
Such thing does not exist unless it's an import from the colonies.
Yeah?
And that cost
More than I make in a year?
probably.
Well, really good quality synthetic stuff. How's that sound?
Lucky we got some good side hustles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Marcus is starting with the social media campaign, so he's all over it too.
That's right. That's right.
Very well. So you pick up coffee and donuts, as cliche as that may be.
Because.
And you head over into headquarters. Which they're quite busy despite the early in the morning. And everybody just looks at you and like, oh, were you called in also because of the incident?
What incident?
Oh, there was. The replicant underground set up a bomb last night in a mall. Apparently, they were shooting up first responders.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Has it been contained?
Yeah, they dispatched one of the tactical squads. I don't know, but it was a battlefield. They put everybody down. That's all what they do when they're dispatched. You can almost feel sorry for those Morandis. Anyway.
How many?
I don't know. More than 3, probably up to a dozen.
Wow, that's a big assault.
Yeah, I think that they're pretty wired up with all these legislation vote about further rights for replicants and potentially the pathways of recognizing them as intelligence. Anyway, it's just this is above my pay grade, and that I have had too much caffeine or not enough. What are you doing here, Catherine? Thought you were out in a case.
We are. We just got some information we need to run through.
This is the desk sergeant kind of trying to direct flow. So you and Jax and Pip.
Just Jax and myself today.
Okay.
So we'll go and get out of your hair and go to the crime lab.
He looks at the box that you're carrying and looks at you.
I'll keep the coffee, give the donuts.
You're a godsend. Yeah, Catherine. See, lack of sugar is making me
Delirious.
lose my mind. Yes. Yes, and you're like, we're like pistachios eating one.
Enjoy, Sarge.
Yeah, thank guys. Word of advice: if you run into the guys from MaxStack, just leave them alone. They're usually nasty as they are, but after they come hunting, they're just ravenous. dogs in heat.
Thanks for the heads up. Come on, Jax. Let's get our heads down, hey?
Sounds good.
So we'll make our way through the building towards the crime lab.
So you jump on the elevator, and the expert is probably in the 40th floor. And as you are going, probably around the 30th floor, the elevator stops and opens, and several big guys in power armors come
Jax
in.
just turns around and starts walking the other way. He's seen these guys before.
Yep, and the blonde guy that you've seen before has the helmet on, and it's the only reason why you recognize him.
Catherine, we forgot to give him the coffee downstairs. We gotta deliver the coffee.
And
No.
he's like, "Fish, so good to see you. Oh, you're bringing coffee. You should be bringing me a beer, kid.
Shit.
We just bagged about 7 of those skin jobs. See, we're keeping you and your ass safe.
Thank you. Thank you.
What is this? And you're going to introduce us?
Captain Travis, we work in the same building. You've met me before.
She's a bit pretty for you.
I don't know what's going on in their head, but we've met before. We work in the same building.
Have we?
Yeah.
Are you the same chick that almost got off in a side street a couple months ago?
Yes, I'm that one.
I don't remember your name, so I'll call you Lazarus, because you came back to life.
I've been called worse. Sure, why not?
Pretty sure you look like the fun one. So, what are you doing in my house so early in the morning? Any hanky-panky?
Wow. Where's HR when you need them?
Try reporting me. See how that goes?
You need to have a cold shower. I'm not playing these games. It's too early in the morning. Sorry.
You're no fun.
No.
Anyway,
I mean, and compared to him, Catherine's tiny. She's just...
oh, this guy is massive. He's easily over 2 meters tall. And with the power armor, he looks even more imposing.
Yep.
And
So she ain't showing fear. No way.
you know what?
You're going to make me do a fee check? Oh, wait.
Yes.
Wrong game.
No, but there's actually
Jack stands in between them and offers coffee.
just make an inside roll. Ooh.
But
Okay.
Mixed results.
Mixed result. It's good and
It's
bad.
well, because there was a success, it doesn't activate the failure condition. But you're not scared per se, but there is something in your inner being that tells you that you need to get out of here.
Yeah.
That this is a very dangerous position for you to be in right now.
That's fine. I'm going to go and hit the elevator buttons so we get off at the next floor.
Yep.
Just surreptitiously, just hitting a button behind her.
Yep. Actually,
I'm looking at Jax.
make a stealth roll.
Oh God.
Because yeah, it's a big elevator, but still it's a crowded space.
Same result.
With advantage because I'm getting in between them to offer coffee.
Yes.
Trying to distract.
So yeah, you manage to press and the elevator just Next floor stops.
I'll nudge Jax out and follow him.
Oh, leaving so soon?
What do you know? It's my
No.
floor. Have a good evening, gentlemen.
It almost sounds convincing, Lazarus. You know what? There is something about you.
Other than coming back from the dead.
No, there's actually something about you. And you see that his expression hardens a little bit.
I take a step backwards. Now my danger senses are really tingling.
I reach inside the elevator and press the closed door button.
Bye.
Just super casual, shitting himself.
I'll see you both around. Pulls out a cigar from one of the pockets of his armor and lights it up in the elevator as it's closing.
And when the door closes, she just takes a massive sigh of relief. Thank God. Nice. Good work, Jax. She's trying to look calm and casual, but she is also quite shaken by that.
I don't know what I did, but let's get out of here.
I hate those meatheads.
How do we get that armor though?
Join the meathead crew.
Oh no.
Nah, it's not worth it.
Although
Don't even go there. Don't go there, newbie, otherwise you're dead to me. Oh, Lazarus, you.
point taken.
And we'll wait for the next lift to take us up to level 40.
Yep. So a couple of minutes later comes another elevator. It's going up to make an observation roll.
Jax, you can do this one.
No success, but if you want, you can push it.
Sure. Let's do that.
Oh,
we
success.
go.
Whew. Which is lucky because sometimes it could backfire. As you found out, Sharon. Twice.
As you climb up on the elevator, you notice that the elevator where you guys were, it is on the floor 40 and it hasn't moved out from it.
That's unusual, I would imagine.
What floor are we on,
Like 37.
Catherine? It hasn't moved from 40.
That's the floor where you guys were going.
All right.
Let's hit the cool elevator button.
Or are there stairs nearby? Might be quicker.
Yeah, there are stairs.
Let's take the stairs. I think that might be quicker. So I'm not panicked. It's just a bit odd. Just walking with purpose and walking up those stairs.
Yep. So you make the 3 floors with no difficulty. The building is busy, but they're not in the stairwells. So you manage to move fast. And you get there in a couple of minutes. And yeah, you are there in the hallway, just the entrance to the 40th floor. What are you gonna do?
Open the door. Hopefully I don't take anyone out as I do that. I'll step into the corridor.
Yeah, you open the door, and as you step out, you notice that the reason why the elevator is not moving is because there is one of these guys with power armor standing next to one of the jambs of the door. So a sensor keeps on reading like there is somebody there, which essentially is correct. In the moment that you step out from the stairwell into the main corridor, he just looks at you and looks back to where he's looking.
Where's he looking?
Oh, he's just
Straight down
looking.
the corridor.
Yeah.
I'm going to crane my head around. Like, is there anyone else in the corridor or can I hear anything?
You can hear the white noise of voices just discussing like in an empty room. So you can hear the echo and the reverberation of sound somewhere further in the corridor. But no, we cannot discern what's been said.
Jax, just stay calm. I am going to step in the corridor and I'll indicate Jax to follow me. I'll look at the meathead holding the elevator and just give him a quick little smile. I mean, after all, he's another officer. And I'm going to walk towards the voices. and open that door. Knock on the door first and then open it up and step in.
You see that Travis has Coco by the scruff and has it hanging from his hand, and his Coco is holding his very metallic arm, just propping himself up not to choke. And Travis is saying, look, listen to me very carefully, you idiot. This is not a request. This is an order. And if you don't proceed as such, I will not report you for subordination. I will do exactly what we did in the army, which is come back and shoot you. And then he drops him.
Is there a problem?
Problem? Nah. We're just talking business and with sunshine. And you see Coco still kind of shaken up, recoiling from this guy.
I've kind of got my hand somewhere in the vicinity of my little blaster, but I'm not reaching for it. I'm going to hold open the door and look at Travis. You're leaving now. I'm hoping Jax is going to stand next to her and be all and back her up.
Jax will stand to the side of the door to like present an open doorway for him to leave through rather than stand in the doorway.
He looks at both of you. Look at you. You are a team of comedians. Well, definitely you make me laugh. Don't forget what we discussed, Coco. It is a priority. And I hate when people doesn't understand the sense of priority. And you too. Seems that you have the knack to getting yourselves exactly at the right time in the wrong places.
Kind of like Coco. Can we just finish our business with Coco before whatever this is?
Before whatever this is. I don't understand. What are you insinuating, fish? I don't think I appreciate it.
This could be fish.
Yes.
Jax just laughs. Never been called a fish before. That's fantastic.
What are you trying to say, kid?
Can I speak to Coco? We've got his coffee. He's doing some work for us in a pretty important case.
Coffee? Oh, look at you. I thought that you were an employee of the finest corps of the police department, not an errand boy. That would explain the rosiness of your cheeks. Do you provide other services too, kid?
You mean like muffins? It's trying to be very lighthearted, try to de-escalate your words. Probably not happening, but it's what he does. Manipulation, question mark?
Yeah, well, make yourself a manipulation roll with disadvantage, because obviously something has transpired here before you guys get here.
Uh-oh.
Push it, push it. No, you
Push it
can't.
real good.
This is when you want to push things, yes.
Need another Timmy.
Seems that I don't think you can push this. This was a final roll.
Oh, bother. That's not a good final roll.
Yep. Travis had a bit of a mocking expression all the time. You see that he actually dropped the mask and he just let the darkest part of his soul shine through. So you two have no idea what you're messing about. This is not important only because we need it, but also because it serves a greater purpose. We just had to mop up about a dozen of these fucking androids that would wreak carnage on a mall. And you think that it's okay to pussyfoot because it hurts your sensitivities. I don't have time for this. I don't have the patience to endure it. So let me be very clear. He has a job. I outrank you both. So if you think that whatever you want to achieve here takes precedence over what we need done in the tactical team, we can forget about it. And if I hear that your accused confessed, I will come and shoot you. And I'm not joking. And yes, I can see your little hand next to your pea shooter. Don't be stupid. I will put you both in the ground.
Jax walks slowly out of frame. Out the back of the door.
Catherine grabs him. You're not leaving me
No,
alone.
he grabs Catherine, drags Catherine with him. Time to leave.
Can't leave Coco with that beast anyway.
He sniffs the air. The mask comes back on. Now, I sense that there is some nice coffee around here. And he reaches for it. I believe that your friend Coco will not be in a state capable of drinking anything for some time. So it would be a shame if this goes to waste. He's going to grab it.
Not before I take a sip from it.
He's like, I had worse in the war.
Oh, damn it. All right. You've had your fun.
Not yet, but I will be. Let's go, boys. The officers have to do their jobs.
The moment they're out, I guess we're going to go help Coco and
Yeah, he's pretty much just holding his knees in a corner of the lab.
oh, poor darling. He is going to be useless to us now. You broke him. The meatheads broke him. Jax, do you want to start the Esper machine and just start making those inquiries about that ski accident, and I'll just sit with Coco for a while.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll join you shortly once I make him coherent once again.
Okay, so make a computer's balls, Adam.
Diggity damn.
Oh, nice! Double success. She trained you well.
Okay, good.
Catherine, I found it.
Woo! Go, newbie.
I don't know what it is, but I got something.
You do find the public file of Harrington Vasquez, and you can see his social security number, the schools he attended to, his general bio. He served as test pilot for one of the bigger companies testing space engines and vehicles for sublight elements. So, and that's how he sort of rose into prominence. He got obviously, well, also the fact that he was a bit good looking assisted him. So he was like a bit of a nostalgic figure, the all American boy, very successful, a bit of a dashing rogue that does high stake jobs and has a pretty smile. And when he got married to somebody that had been Miss Mars and pageant queen and came from a very long line of hybrid pedigree. And then you see images of their marriages and how she, a couple of years later, when she got pregnant, she abandoned her career and became a full-time mom. But also you see how after they have kids, Harrington also quit the private enterprise and became a politician. And initially he started running for district offices and smaller things. And then at some point he made the jump to state legislation, and now he's in the UN Council. And this political evolution happened in a couple of years, so which is sort of amazing. Actually, it says that as a politician, he is tremendously gifted, or he has been getting some help. But at no point in time you find in this file that he has had any accidents in the snow.
What about his Jax? Have you checked his medical files?
No, I found this and I brought it to you straight away.
Yeah, try medical.
Nothing relevant.
Found the files, but nothing relevant.
As a matter of fact, he looks like a very healthy person. But given the fact that this is one of the 1% in the world, he has never had to suffer hard conditions or overly processed food. It's not really that surprising.
Is there any place on this earth where you can still ski with all this environmental changes? Is that even possible?
There is a couple of places. There is in the Swiss Alps, they actually have to maintain the ecosystem as close as it was before the eco catastrophes. They actually commissioned a small weather satellite that is on geostationary orbit, and it helped to modulate the patterns of weather. So yes, skiing is still a feature of Sweden,
Right.
but obviously everything is for the 1% over there.
Of course it is. Well, I don't know if we can go much further with this, Jax. The only other thing maybe is when we get Harrington's body, if he has any injuries possibly linked to skiing, but which for whatever reason hasn't made it to the record. Other than that, I can't think of anything else. What do you
You
think?
go back through the house, see if there's any like skiing gear there or items. Might be a bag, might be something in the bag. Could ask, ask the other guys, Pip and Marcus, if they know anything about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. It's better than nothing, I guess. Once we can verify that information, we can close that tip off, I guess.
Yes, seems that was a bit of a goose chase, that one.
It's a red herring.
Yeah. So
But
whilst you are pondering what happened here, if you got a crank call, we'll go with the other team. So, Pip and Marcus, you are going to the Kill magazine office?
Yeah, I think that's a good place to start. What do you think, Pete?
I think I don't want my face on the news again, but boss doesn't want yours either.
Yeah, there's no avoiding it. But we'll be catching them by surprise. Hopefully they won't have their cameras rolling.
They always have their cameras rolling.
Fair enough. All right, so let's get in the spinner and let's take off.
Okay, so you guys get off in the spinner and you go roughly in the direction that you were last night. And this is where Kill magazine is. Now, what do you know about Kill magazine? Kill magazine is pretty much like ET or Page Six or any of those sort of trashy
Quality
magazines.
publications.
Yeah, blood sales, sex sales, scandal. The more scandalous, the more sordid, the more degrading element that you can get your hands on, the bigger the headline and the more vivid you're going to print it on the screen sheet. And there is also a rumor that these guys are very anti-androids. So what are you guys going to do?
Are there any sort of office rumors or anything about this particular journalist that we're going to see? I can't remember the journalist's name, but
Jalskilar is the name of the owner. He's been in the printed media for some time, and he's made his fortune just selling gossip to the masses.
okay, Pip, what's our angle here? Are we just gonna bribe him? I've got some Chinyan handy.
Do we want to go see your little friend first?
Oh, the journalist that I talked to. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's talk to her first, and then if there's nothing there, we can go to the editor.
Yep. So you get to the office of Kill magazine, So you come in and there's a receptionist sitting and says, welcome and good morning to you. How may I help you? Do you have an appointment?
My name is Marcus. You may have seen me in the news recently. I'd like to talk to
Oh, yes, Marcus. Yes, you're the informant of Eliza.
Eliza. Oh, okay. So, would like to talk to her, please.
Yeah, she's not in the office. Eliza is, well, she had a commitment previously.
Not a problem. We'll just go to her office and wait.
Oh, she doesn't have an office. She is what we call an ambulance chaser.
Her desk, her locker, the break room.
Do you have a warrant?
To wait for somebody?
Oh, you can sit in the couch and wait.
Do you have her number? Would like to get in touch with her.
Sure, I'll ring her up for you.
Just let her know that we have some information that might be newsworthy for her. So it's in her interest to get in touch with us.
Lie now, Marcus. This is getting better. Make a manipulation roll. The receptionist kind of makes a grimace. Okay, I'll let her know. Yeah.
In the meantime, while we're waiting, do you mind if we talk to your editor?
My editor.
Yep, Skiller.
Yes, of course. Would you have an appointment?
No appointment, just a friendly chat.
Believe he's occupied at the moment.
I'm going to start walking to the Skiller office. Are you with me, Pip?
Pip was gonna flop on the couch and make herself obnoxious, but if you want to go in, we'll go in.
Okay, so there is a glass partition and that is closed.
We'll just knock on the partition.
She looks at you both. You both are borderline trespassing, so...
Well, you're welcome to call the LAPD to escort us out, but
Oh no, I'm familiar with LAPD. We have private security, so...
Look, it's a matter of urgency that we talk to your editor. Lives are at stake.
Yeah, about what?
About the case we're working on.
Right.
The explosion, the Vasquez case.
She dials something in a panel. Like, yeah, okay, let me put him through. And she grabs the phone and hands it to you, Marcus. That's Jake on the phone.
Jake. Hello, is this Jake Skiller?
Speaking.
Hello, would like to talk to you about the Vasquez case.
What about?
Well, it seems that you have some interesting sources. Would like to know who they are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but this is the thing. Sources are confidential for a reason. So you people don't go harassing them, freedom of speech and all that whatnot.
Media man, but you're also a businessman. So maybe we can come to some kind of arrangement that will be beneficial to both parties.
What are you offering, sir?
Well, I'd rather not say over the phone. Do you mind if we talk face to face?
No. Meet me in the conference room. Put my assistant back on, please.
Sure. I hand the phone back to the assistant.
Yep. Like, yeah. Okay. All right. Now no problem. And she brings you both to this room. And I said, Jake shouldn't be long. And a couple of minutes later, you hear the humming noise of an elevator. and you see that this door in the wall that you would have never would have seen, it opens and Jake Skylar comes out from the wall.
Pip has made herself very comfortable with her boots on the nice clean table, leaning back in the chair. Just downright obnoxious.
Yep. So Jake sees that, and can you please remove your hooves from my table?
I'm sure it's had worse things on it.
Worse than you? I don't think so. We don't get the likes of you quite often.
Oh no, but you do print a lot of shit, don't you?
That's what sells. So, what's the offer, Marcus? You don't mind me calling him Marcus.
No, not at all.
What are you offering?
We're offering you the assistance of the LAPD for future affairs and also a financial inducement in exchange for your cooperation in this case.
How much of the financial inducement are we talking about?
Well, I've got plenty of chin yen stored up,
Hmm?
but I can spare some of it.
Yeah, believe so.
Yep, that's right. That's right. But you need to give us some information.
What is a suitable bribe here?
I'll start off with 1 chin yen point. I think that's how they 1 chin yen point.
Yeah, basically, it's an abstract measure. He says, I would like 3 chin yen points. Will cover my expenses and some incidentals that have popped up.
1 and an exclusive.
I believe I have better sources than what your exclusive may bring. As a matter of fact, 3, and I'll tell you something that you haven't heard yet, which you may find now, or you may find tomorrow when we release our printed version.
Okay, I'll give you 2 now. And once you give us that information, I'll give you the other.
Very well. I can live with that. Give me a second. Let me go and retrieve the file. And he jumps back in the little elevator, zips to somewhere. Probably about 10 minutes later, you hear the elevator humming and buzzing, and he comes back out. And he says, come on, transfer the other one. You get your price.
Well, I'd like to see the information first. I don't want to. I mean, you have 2 points already. You don't want to lose the other one, do you?
No, but also I don't want people seeing this until we are ready to release it.
Can I check whether he's lying or not about this information?
Yeah.
I mean, like just from his mannerism, his voice.
Inside. You can
I'll
push.
push it. Yeah.
Pip was just going to swipe the file out of his hand.
So I have no insight into whether he's honest or not. Okay, I'll give him the 3rd chin yen point in exchange for the information.
Yep. And he offers the file on one hand. And it's a file that it's rather interesting. It's a medical report. It's a medical report that says that when John Doe hit a rock was downhilling on his snowboard, and that caused him to be propelled through the air and landed in a frozen ravine where he suffered multiple wounds, including one of the lethal type, as it seems that the fall and the secondary fall affected one of the vertebrae in his neck, so he is quadriplegic. Potentially he will be for the rest of his natural life.
Get on Ganymede.
So it's about midday. So all of you receive the same text message from Holden. So anything to report?
Send back not over the airwaves, boss.
Are you guys registering all your data and your process through the KIAs?
I don't think Pip would have wanted to put that file, the gossip file, in yet, because that seems, I mean, if it's true, that's like explosive.
So the file that you've been given, you know that it's the copy of another file.
Yeah, but it's still kind of something that's like, yeah, you kind of take that to the boss first before going, well, how's this for going to pop up in the scandal sheet?
Okay, so you text that.
Mm.
Marcus,
Yeah, so I think that
anything to report?
anything to report? Well, we kind of want to see you in person, Captain.
Well, grab something to eat and I'll see you in the precinct.
Thanks, boss.
Naomi and Adam, or Catherine and Jax, you get the same message. Anything to report?
Possibly we got a tip. Well, Jax got a tip suggesting that
Wow.
that Harrington had been involved in a ski incident. So we've been spending the morning trying to determine if that was verifiable or not. At the moment, we can't find any information about that, but I still have a lead or two I want to check before I can cross that tip off.
I hope that you're lodging everything in your KIA.
Yes, sir.
Good. I would hate for me to have to dock part of your payment due to lack of processing your investigation.
Wouldn't want that.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you don't want that. I just don't want the paperwork. Well, Pip and Marcus are coming over for a debrief, so you might as well want to join in. I can see that you're in the precinct, so I'll beep you up when they land, and
Sure.
we can have a chat
We
to
also,
work to from here.
we also need to talk about something else. But
Case related?
obliquely? Really? Obliquely?
So that sounds like no.
Personnel related.
Personnel. Do I look like a fucking counselor to you?
No, sir.
Go to the HR department like everybody else does.
Understood.
Unless it's something directly related to this case, I don't have the time, I don't have the patience, and I don't have the interest. As a matter of fact, I'm not interested in this case. It just happened to land on my fucking lap due to God-given providence.
Heard. I'll deal with it.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Catherine. That's so considerate of you.
I'm gonna hang up. Oh my god, that man is an ass!
What should we do while we wait?
You could go and have lunch in one of the stalls across the street, which, like any other police precinct, the food is cheap and it's tasty and it's very, very unhealthy.
Well, yeah, we might as well because
Sounds good.
we're gonna get some takeout.
Yep. So there is all the family favorites: synth sushi, soy noodles with synth meat.
Soylent Green.
Oh, sorry,
Soylent.
crossing the
Soylent,
streets.
Soylent Green is it's in a different universe.
Yes,
But
it is.
some, yeah, things like that, you know. And as you two are you picking your food to go back to your desks, or are you guys going to eat there?
What do you think, Jax?
I think we'll eat there. I know a really good spot.
Yeah, you actually do, because you were on
Mm.
the beat for some time, so you know all the spots and which ones are good and which ones are paying the guy from the health department to keep their licenses up.
Yeah,
I'm coming from the streets. I'll show you some good spots.
awesome.
Okay. Make yourself an observation roll.
Both of us?
Just Jax, because he's the one actually. But
Go, Jax.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
success.
So as you two are having your lunch, a delivery truck turns up and they start offloading, and they have an armed escort.
Delivery truck of what? Gold bullion?
Mm.
Synth meat, protein.
Is that traditionally delivered under armed guard?
Well, this is the thing that gives most of the flavor and nutrition to the dish that you're having.
Right.
So when you have absolute no resources or means, this is like a gold mine. So what you need to do is get your hands on a carton of these, and you can move it on the quiet and make decent money.
Okay. We note the truck. Just watch it.
Nothing happens because you're literally across the street from a police watch house with full complement.
Ballsy if it did.
Yeah. But you see that they're keeping tabs on the route and the driver too.
Yep. Keep eating. Hey, Jax. The noodles are good here.
Well done, Jax. I like it.
So as you are there, in the meantime, Peep and Marcus, you arrive and you park your vehicle.
Would have had Marcus swing by one of my favorite street food vendors and pick up a bribe for the captain, because nobody wants a hungry captain when you're shoving him something scandalous.
Gets hangry.
Yes. Have a Snickers.
Actually, no, he's just angry.
Yeah, but it'll be like box of noodles, file.
Yeah,
Have fun, boss.
noodles from the White Dragon.
Yeah.
That's the stuff. Yeah.
Yes, that's like the top end. Yeah, definitely. You mentioned who you were picking for, or no?
We'll just say we're getting some noodles for our boss.
Yep, cool. So they cook nuts and toss a fancy bowl of noodles, and in the wok, everything catches fire, and then throws things and packs it up in a small styrofoam container, hands it over, and charges it for you.
Thanks for the noodles.
Yep.
Always a pleasure.
Yep, and off you go. You, Catherine and Jax, you get pinged, and sort of all of you are making your ways to the elevators, roughly around the same time. And you see each other like, oh.
Marcus. Pip. What's been happening?
The doozy. We'll tell you in the boss's office. I assume you've been summoned as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been working some stuff. The lead that Jax got this morning, so I guess I can tell you about that, which is not a whole lot.
Let's see what the boss has to say.
And why are you smiling like the cat that ate the canary?
Well, let's just say I think the boss will have a lot to say.
Good or bad? Do I need a flak jacket and a helmet?
Why we have the noodles.
White dragon. Nice choice.
You get to your floor. as the door opens, you see one of the senior detectives has been in the precinct for some time. And off and on. The guy usually works alone. He's a bit of a scary dude because he is a former special ops. But he doesn't talk to anybody. However, you see him in a very different position as his day-to-day persona. You see him kissing his wife that has made a surprise appearance, and they went out for lunch, or they're about to go out for lunch, and they're sharing a kiss when the elevator doors open. And the name of the detective is Nathan Wessex.
Pip will shove fingers in her mouth and wolf whistle.
The woman kind of smiles and giggles and like, see, I told you no. Nathan pulls back and looks a bit sheepish. Like, okay, yeah. Detectives, apologies. We're on our way to lunch. I see that you're coming back. Everything good with your case? I heard that the wife of person of interest got done last night.
Pretty brutal.
Yeah, I saw the pictures on the report of the KIA. Doesn't look good. But I trust that you have a lead or something.
Looking like, yeah. But, enough shop talk. Go treat your wife.
Thank you. If you get stumped, let me know. I got an old buddy from the military that may know a trick of you about that packet that you're about to receive. Puts his hat on and he enters with his wife into the elevator.
We'll continue on to the good captain's office.
Yep. You go all the way to the captain's office. Get there. Come in.
I'm letting Pip and Marcus go first into the lion's den.
Pip's not going to say anything. She's just going to put the box of noodles on the desk and then slide the file over, step back and stand there.
You see that he is about to start like, and you also hear the hissing of his mechanical lungs just taking impulse, like, and then he stops and like, what's this? Just open the file. By pure reflex, he pulls out the carton out of the bag and just breaks it open, pulls out chopsticks and starts eating as he looks at the file. And his expression darkens further the more he reads.
Catherine turns her head and looks at Pip. What is in that file?
Seems like the body on Ganymede's probably the real one.
Have you read the whole file? Pip and Marcus.
We have, boss. What's your take?
This is dangerous. Somebody went to great lengths to consign this on paper. It's not in any sort of film register or digital record, nothing.
I'm sorry, what's in that document? I don't know.
He closes it and then, have you scanned this into the KIAs?
Thought it was best to show it to you first, boss.
Well, although you sort of appreciate what you're trying to do, the KIA generates the report that the prosecution would receive. So I believe there is not much of a choice.
No, but thought you might want a heads up before this hit department knowledge at least.
Well, at this stage, it's nothing definitive. It could have been somebody else. We would have to find whomever wrote this file for confirmation. But I'm afraid that would be pretty much impossible as they live outside the country. Best case scenario.
But there's no way to trace the the source of this file?
Well, it's not the original file. As a matter of fact, I believe that your informant copy is already a copy of the original.
I'm looking at Jax. Do you know what they're talking about?
I don't even know what to do with my hands right now. Like, I don't know what's happening.
Holden closes the file and hands it to whichever one of you is closest.
We'll grab it and stand next to each other and read it while he keeps talking.
Yep, it's an incident report, an accident report.
And when they come across reference to the ski accident, boss, that was the tip we got this morning.
Have I told you all that I don't believe in coincidences?
You're right. No coincidences here at all.
If I were a gambling man, I would say those damn replicants trying to steer up trouble.
Are we talking about the liberation movement?
Replicant Underground.
Oh, we have profiles on them, don't we?
Not really. And that's where the big problem is. So, sidebar note, why there is not a lot of information in a number of replicants. At some point in the 21st century, there is something that is called the crash. And it's when different groups of replicants coordinated an attack on facilities worldwide and pretty much launched everybody in darkness for a couple of weeks. And this was due to the explosion of large EMP bombs. The one that was set off in Los Angeles pretty much wiped out all digital data that existed. Amongst this, and this was the primary objective, was all the registry serials of the Nexus 8 series.
So the next step, should we chase up this journalist, Eliza, that we talked to? This information, this file, it's going to be on the headlines tomorrow morning. So it's going to get out to the public.
Well, then that means that the journalist is willing to run with this. So not much use there. What I would be doing if I were in your shoes is talk to the family.
The Vasquez family.
Yes.
So the kids and...
Who's left, yeah.
And Francisco.
Father.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Somebody had to have paid to have a high quality.
If he didn't have one already made on the side as a form of redundancy.
Do we know their current whereabouts? The Vasquez children and also Francisco.
Vasquez's children are still with social services, but Francisco is in his office here in Los Angeles.
Definitely worth an interview.
I agree.
So we've got two teams. We can just interview them both. Who wants to talk to Francisco?
I'm going to leave that one in your capable hands.
You have a way with people.
You know the family already.
True. Yeah, that's yeah.
Why don't you go, all of you?
Okay.
There's something about I have a bad feeling here. I don't know.
Sure.
Sounds good, boss.
And as you all leave the office, he picks up the phone and texts somebody, puts the phone away, and finishes whatever is left of the noodles.
Oh, by the way,
Yep.
By the way, we saw Nathan sort of leaving your office just before we came in. What was that all about?
Ah, he got married recently, so he's still in the honeymoon period.
Ah, yes, honeymoon. Yeah, well, that won't last long.
Well, who knows? He said that this might be the one. Let him said that a couple of times already.
So you asked him to come all the way to your office just about the honeymoon?
Oh no, he's about to reintegrate, coming back from his leave. So I was bringing him up to speed on some cases.
Got it. So what were you saying before?
So you all exit the office and he picks up his phone and sends a message to somebody. And the scene cuts off. And somewhere else in a corporate set, you see how a woman gets a message in her phone, flicks it open, and the message is pretty succinct. I have real evidence presented. You need to move faster. And that's where we're going to leave for tonight.
Interesting. The plot thickens again.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Sorry that I make complicated. Thank you all that are still watching. And yeah, please subscribe and see you for session 3, which may be the last, or maybe not.
Depends on how well we roll.
Oh, it depends on
Or Jax gets his power armor and just runs rampant.
Yes.